And because North Carolina, bless you, had a history of shipwrecks and a lot of farm families and family feuds, there's a lot of conflict in ghosts. So ghosts occur where there's conflict and there's wars, and there was a lot of war happening in North Carolina, especially the Revolutionary War and the Civil War. So you have a lot of spirits who stay, who want to recreate what happened to them. There's a lot of love stories, and this story that I'm about to read is a love story. And there's also a lot of great stories in South Carolina too, but today we're going to focus on North Carolina. So a little about the author. So the story today is called The Ring, and it's about death brings a coveted ring. Do you know what the word coveted means? Covet to mean is to want really badly, and disaster to a greedy young woman. So I'm going to read the story, and then you can have your questions at the end. And I'm here till, is it your time, our time together, 2:15. Okay. I don't want to go over time. And this is a story of two sisters, and then I'm going to sing a song that is about one of the sister and her the fellow that she falls in love with. It's called The Ring. Mary was the proud, petulant one of the two sisters. Petulant means kind of nasty. While Kate was the gentle-hearted and kind one. Orphaned during their teens, the girls lived in a small cottage from which they could hear the roar of the surf when the wind was high. The men of Dare County along the Outer Banks of North Carolina first began to test their mettle against the honing of the sea while they're still boys. Young David Blunt was one of the bravest of this bred-to-the-sea breed. No night was too wild or treacherous, or the water's treacherous, for his rescue boat when the call came to bring in terrified passengers from a wrecked ship. David courted Kate, I mean he was dating Kate, with the same fierceness of purpose that made him thrust his eager young face into the driving rain over the stormy Atlantic. At first, Mary tried to divert his attentions with her meek younger sister, but she failed, as David liked Kate better. But then she took an intense dislike to him. David knew it, but he didn't care. After a short time, Kate agreed to marry David, and David produced a diamond ring of surpassing beauty, which he placed upon her finger. When the winds battered the little cottage at night and the sound of the sea rose in a crashing crescendo, Kate would look at the flashing ring and say, "The fire from this ring somehow warms my spirit, and I know he will come home to me again." In box, which is the coffin. Her body swayed backward slightly as if hesitating, then leaned forward, poised over the casket. This time her hand crept over the edge. She grasped something, tugged, grasped slightly, then tugged again, every muscle tense. Successful, she sank down into her chair with a sigh of deep satisfaction. A moment later she rose and held her hand up to the light of the candle. On her finger glowed the diamond. It's not the end. So what did Kate do? What did Mary do? Her sister died, and then what did Kate do? She took her ring. She stole her ring off her finger. Now, this is where we're at. We have David who's died from the shipwreck. We have Mary who's died because she died of a broken heart. We have Kate who has her sister's diamond ring, the only thing her sister had from David. They were not married yet. It was her engagement ring. Several nights later, Mary sat alone in the cottage. The night was a wicked one, and the wind and sea played an eerie duet. Then came a calling at the door above the sound of the weather. "Mary, I'm so cold. Oh, Mary, let me in." Who do you think this is? This happened night after night until Mary could not stand it any longer. Finally, she sought the advice of a neighbor woman who suggested she ask her visitor to come in and warm herself. That night when she heard the same pleading voice, "Mary, I'm so cold, let me in. Mary, let me in." The wind blew open with a clatter, and a shadowy form drifted through, coming to rest quite close to where Mary stood. "Why, Kate," said Mary, "where are your beautiful white hands?" "In the grave, so cold. Oh, Mary, what have you done to me to leave me so cold?" "Well, Kate, where is your beautiful diamond ring?" With that, the ghost seized Mary's hand. It was mid-morning when the fisherman's wife could conceal her curiosity no longer. She came over to the cottage to see what happened. She knocked, then she called, but there was no answer. Opening the unlocked door, she found Mary sitting in front of the dead embers of the fire. She answered not one of the woman's stream of questions. Mary just looked at her left hand. The fourth finger was badly bruised. So this is the ring finger, your left hand. The diamond ring was gone, nor was she ever seen wearing it again. End of story. So what happened? Kate's ghost came back and she took the ring back. Was it right for Mary to take the ring? No. Why would Mary do such a thing? Here.
She's mean.
Yeah, she's petulant. So that's our word, petulant. Yes. Yeah, because it made her sister happy, so she wanted that happiness too. And she was jealous that David liked her sister better than he liked her. Yeah. I'll sing a song and then we can read another story. How about that? Against without you by my side.